Welcome to Hot Sour Sparkles. I'm Stephen Davis, and this is an 8-minute movie review of Beauty and the Beast, the 2017 remake of the 1991 classic Disney movie, which I absolutely adored. So, like always, we're going to start with a spoiler-free section and then move into a spoiler section where I'll give my top 4 favorite things I liked about the movie and my least favorite things I liked about the movie. At least 4. So, let's begin. It's not a bad movie. It's not a great movie. They made some changes which I disliked, and they made a lot of additions. Not even really changes, additions and some changes that I had no issue with. I know there was a whole little controversy about LeFou being a gay character in this, and I thought that makes a lot of sense. And it was not blown out of proportion, anything in it. It worked very well. I think it was a perfectly fine addition to this movie, and no issue with that. The biggest issue I had with some of the changes they made was how the movie began. Which was, I love the stained glass. I love the music from stained glass. I love the gentleman who tells you at the beginning of this movie. That opening 2 minutes of the movie is fantastic to me. And this movie didn't have that. They had someone read off, I think it was a lady this time who said stuff, and I didn't care for her voice. And I didn't like the story they told, and they didn't do the stained glass. I understand they wanted to give you a little more context of what happened to the prince and who he was before all of this. But I didn't like how they did it. Let's see, the strongest points of the movie was, in my opinion, the characters. I think Emma Watson, Luke Evans, who plays Gaston, and Josh Gad, who plays LeFou, were all fantastic. Even the gentleman, I don't know his name, who played the Beast, was really good. That was some of the best stuff. And some of the worst stuff was a lot of stuff. There's a lot of things I didn't overly care for this movie. But without ruining a whole lot of what they changed this movie, you can go watch it if you want to see it in the theaters. I personally would recommend it, with my official rating being a rental. At this point, you've probably already seen the movie. This review's out a few weeks late. And everyone has supposedly seen this movie. It's made a drastic amount of money. I think it's already already at $1 billion at this point. So they're doing all right. But with that being said, like I said, it's a rental. We're going to move into spoilers, where I won't talk a lot more about what I thought about the movie. So spoilers if you want to click away or not. All right, let's begin with the 2 favorite things I liked. Again, like I said in the spoiler free, the characters. I think Emma Watson did a great job as Belle. I think Josh Gad did a great job with LeFou, Luke Evans with Gaston, the gentleman who played the Beast. This was even who played Lumiere and Cogsworth and Mrs. Potts and Chip. The character performances were the best part of this movie, in my opinion. The story was still good. They added things to the story that I didn't like, but the story was still good. It was still the Beauty and the Beast story. Let's see, the number 2 thing that I really liked was that they didn't make the Beast uneducated. He knew how to read in this. He was reciting Shakespeare. He was a very well-educated and smart guy, which I think was the best thing they added to this movie by far, was making him a much more intelligent person, which I think he probably would have been. And unfortunately, that's where things are going to end. I said 4 things I liked and 4 things I didn't like, and I can't give you 4 things I really liked about this movie. I think most of this movie was okay. And I think a lot of things I didn't care for that much. So it's going to be 2 things that I liked and 6 things that I really didn't like. And number 1, I don't think the CG was that great. In some instances it felt really good, but in a lot of instances it didn't. The wolves in the movie looked not good at all. The Beast sometimes looked really good. I felt up close a lot of times he looked good, but further away he looked awkward. And the CG just wasn't on point like it was in the Jungle Book. And I know this was a different team or different people who did this CG, and they just didn't do as good a job. Number 2, which I hated it so much, was in the original movie, the library revealed to her was really set up very well. He blindfolded her, he takes her in there, and he opens, and it's this magical moment. And this movie was like, oh yeah, I got a library. Here it is. That was such a good moment in the other movie. Why did you take it away? Why? Number 3, another huge thing I didn't like what they did. they made Gaston basically a killer. They made him a murderer. They made him someone who was just going to kill Belle's father. Here, I'm leaving the woods, let the wolves eat you. Peace out. And I felt like in the original, he wasn't really a murderer. I mean, the only person he tried to kill, really, was the Beast. And he just looked at that as another hunt. So I didn't like that they did that. Let's go with, let's see, number 4. I mentioned it, I think in the spoiler free, they changed a lot about the movie. Certain phrases, certain words, things about the songs, just to change them. Just so it wouldn't have to be like the original. It's like, we really feel like we want to change this one thing. One small thing that's come to mind right now is the Beast yell. After she gets locked in the room and he invites her to dinner and he gets mad. There's no... In the original movie, he's loud and he's aggressive and you can tell he's furious. In this movie, it didn't come off very well. Which leads into the other portion, which is when she leaves, or when he tells her to leave and she actually leaves. In the original movie, she rides off on the horse and you see in the background this howl of pain. And then in this one, even though it's not a bad song, they had a song. And it's like, the song was nice, but I didn't get the same emotional connection that I would have liked. What else? I guess there's 4. 5. I mentioned in the spoiler free, the stained glass opening. So I gotta mention that again. I didn't like they completely took that away. Number 6. I don't like they added the Enchantress so much. I don't think she was needed at all. It's like they just wanted her to be there. And one more thing that I didn't care for, just one small thing, was a new artifact they added. They basically made him where he could teleport wherever he wanted to, whenever he wanted to, however he wanted to. Like, that was completely unnecessary. They only did it to explain Belle's mother. So, no. I went into this movie wanting to like this movie. I'm like, what I've seen and saw in the commercials, like, this could be really good. I don't mind. I thought Jungle Book was really good. They changed a lot about the Jungle Book, and it was still a really great movie. They could have either done that with this, changed it a lot, so it wouldn't be so closely compared, or kept, in my opinion, a little more faithful to what the original animated movie was. So, like I said before, and it's definitely going to stay there, rental. I don't think it really needs to be seen in theaters. I think it was just kind of disappointing, and I wouldn't go spend $1 on it at the Redbox, or $1.60, whatever it is now. But with that being said, I believe that is it. So, if you would, please, if you like the video at all, please like the video. Please leave a comment down below. Let me know what you actually thought about the movie. If you really enjoyed it, if I'm in the severe minority here. And please subscribe to the channel. And I believe my next video will be about the Power Rangers. So, till next time, be well.